when a patient goes to a hospital, we tabulate his or her records, and then when he visits multiple times, there are multiple touch points. So it's kind of a patient journey. So we have data on multiple parameters, like for example, what kind of diseases they have had.
Next question is projects that you have worked on SymphonyAI. So I assume that you have worked on various kinds of projects. Your role as a statistician must have been very enriching for you. So can you please elaborate in brief about the projects that you have worked on?
Yeah, so basically SymphonyAI is a kind of a fund. We had multiple wings, and I was working with the healthcare wing, Concert AI. So it was a great journey, and mostly we are focused on oncology. So we are kind of building data products around oncology. So basically we had data. So for example, when you mostly focused on US market, let's say when a patient goes in the US market, when a patient goes to a hospital, we tabulate his or her records, and then when he visits multiple times, there are multiple touch points. So it's kind of a patient journey. So we have data on multiple parameters, like for example, what kind of diseases they have had, and what time point, what kind of conditions they had, what are the different kind of medications they have been given, different kind of surgeries or procedure they have been administered, and basically kind of a, you can say, personalized profile of a patient. And then we also have other things like if they have been given a surgery or kind of a radiation, these kind of things. So multiple data points on some patient journey. And then we also had kind of like uh, different demographic, different kind of what kind of race, age, uh, gender, and this kind of information. So based on all of this, basically we try to make sense of all of this data. We try to build some data products around them. And definitely when we are talking about healthcare, it's a very complex domain. Like it's very hard to predict how a disease will progress, how a patient's survival will progress. So for example, survival analysis kind of things. And then another aspect is that for whenever we have some disease, we are giving some medicine, but let's say we have some other disease that is happening with this. So maybe independently two medicines are separately working properly for some other type of diseases, but when these are linked, we have comorbidity, then what kind of effect will happen. So these kind of interesting problems we are trying to solve. And yeah, it was a really great experience. So I think from a statistics standpoint, it's definitely nowadays there's a lot of buzzword around machine learning and data
Yeah,
science,
yeah,
but
yeah.
then definitely a lot of the concepts are grounded in statistics, and healthcare is a really great domain, a challenging domain, but a really interesting domain. And I had a lot of fun working at SymphonyAI and guided by many great people.